Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Fresh Out the Pot Picks. Today is December 12th, 2025. This is the NBA show where we will break down each and every NBA game on the NBA slate. Quick recap from yesterday. Going to be a little rapid today. Went 4-2 on official plays and like 2-4 on NBA props. It was a bad prop day, but a decent overall day for official picks. So just want to move forward and continue winning. Anything for you? Before we get into today's
Um,
slate.
I did. I ain't gonna lie. I did horrible yesterday and the day before. You know, I didn't hide because of my Lakers loss. So don't think that something came up. But yeah, I did horrible yesterday and the day before. So I'm trying to bounce back today. We did 3-7, 3 out of 7 on official plays yesterday. So yeah, trying to bounce back today. Have a better day today.
All right, first game. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers minus 15 on the road against the Washington Wizards. Over under set at 243.5. Real quick, both teams is garbage. The Cavs lost 5 out of 7, 6 out of 10. That no Jared Allen. They don't have a rim protector. Evan Mobley not big enough. So that's why they're struggling in these games. The Wizards is flat out one of a bottom feeder team. Lost three straight, 8 out of the last 10, which is expected from them. This game is just not good for me as far as betting wise. I don't want to put no money into this game, honestly. I don't like the side. I really don't like the total. I don't like any props. If I had to give a pick, I'll lean towards the over because neither team can play any defense right now. But that'll be it on this game. As far as that, I don't really have any money on this game, so I would advise everyone not to bet this game. But as a lean, I'll lean towards the over the total in this game. That's it. What about you?
As far as me. I definitely agree with you on that. There's going to be no defense. Both teams are trash and playing horrible right now, especially the Cavs on the road with no Jared Allen. Yeah, I just don't like to take either team right now. I do like the over because no team is going to play defense. But if I had to lean towards a team, I would like the Wizards plus the points. It will be a revenge game. The Cavs did already beat them up at home one time. So, you know, but personally, I'm not going to have no money on this game neither.
Okay, next game we got the Atlanta Hawks against the Detroit Pistons. Spread is at -7. Over under at 232.5. Um, the Hawks not really in bad form right now. 500 over the last 10, so coming in at 5-5 in the last 10 games. But Detroit started off as one of the hottest teams in the league, and I think they're still flaming a bit here. At home the last 10 games they won 9 of them, and they won 4 out of the last 5 games total. So they're really in great form right now. So I do like the way that the Detroit Pistons is playing, but I also know that this Hawks team is very scrappy. They're very young and athletic, and any given night they can compete. So while I do expect Detroit to win this game, I'm just not willing to lay the 7, lay more than 2 buckets or 2.5 buckets with this team. Last time these two teams played each other, I believe Detroit made it win by 1. So I'm expecting a game similar to that, a lower scoring game than what we normally see. A lot of running up and down, but there's going to be some defense being played. I think on both sides here. Both teams are young and athletic, so I think the 232 is not too high, but I think that both teams can stay up under this total as they did the last time. So officially for me, I'll like the Hawks +7, and I'll take the under 232.5 in this game. And I absolutely love the under, by the way. But as far as player props, I do like Jalen Johnson from the Hawks to get a double double, and I like Jalen Duran from the Detroit Pistons to get a double double. And that's what I have on this. What you got on the game?
Um, okay, so yeah, I definitely like the Pistons in this game personally. That's one of my teams that I definitely rock with out in the East. Detroit does lead the series 2-0. like you said, that last game they beat them by a point. It was 98-99. The first game was 120-112. So you see, they haven't beat them by much. So I wouldn't be taking Detroit with the point spread today. Do I like the money line? Absolutely. Not with the point spread, though. Do I like the under? Absolutely. Because the first game and the second game stay under those numbers, and I kind of expect that to be the same for this game. I do like Jalen Johnson to have a double double. As far as Jalen Durant, I like him to have a double double too, but I also like Cade Cunningham for 25, 30 points tonight. Can't forget about my boy Cade Cunningham. He's the go-to player on Detroit over there. He's the number one guy. Don't forget about Cade.
Yeah, I can't bet Cade right now. I don't like it, but
Yeah. And Porzingis and Trey Young is out for Atlanta today. So
yeah,
yeah,
but that's
I
when
definitely like Detroit money line.
as we see at any given game, Atlanta can shock you. They got
Yeah,
a
and
lot
turn
of
up.
young
That's why I
talent.
like Detroit money line.
Yeah, so
Not with the
I'm
points. I like Detroit money line today. Not
the
with the
Hawks.
points.
I think that's the play of that game, but that's neither here nor there. Next game, we got the Indiana Pacers versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Over under set at 224.5, and the 76ers is -7. Both teams in this matchup 500 in the last 10. They both come in at 5-5 in the last 10 games, respectfully. Um, so in this game, in my opinion, you got two teams that's kind of in the same realm, but I think Philadelphia is the more talented team, and Indiana is the battered team, one of the most bruised and battered teams this league have right now. They're missing a lot of players. So when I look at the last 10, and since they both equal as far as amount of wins and losses, I look at schedule wise, and I just think Indiana had a soft schedule over this last 10 games. So like the teams that they beat are teams like the Wizards and stuff like that, not really credible teams. So I kind of like the form of Philadelphia a little bit more in this game, and also in this matchup, I just think with some days rest, Joel Embiid can have fresh legs today. I expect him to dominate in this matchup. I like the rookie BJ Edgecombe to also have a good game. I just think they come in here and overpower these guys, and probably come away with a double-digit victory tonight. So I'll back Philadelphia -7, and also I'll back the over in this game. We know that the Pacers can be a little scrappy, so I don't doubt that they could put up points. I just have a little bit more faith in Philadelphia being able to pull away in this game with everybody being healthy, and them having some rest. So it's not like no one leg should be dead by the third quarter tonight. So in their home arena against a bad team, I expect them to handle business tonight. As far as player props, I do like VJ Edgecombe for 15 points. I like Tyrese Maxey for 8 assists, and I like Joel Embiid to get a double double. I think he gets over 10 rebounds and over 10 points at least tonight. So that's what I have on this game. What you got on this game?
Um, I'm gonna disagree with you on this one, right? They both teams are evenly matched to me. Joel Embiid is a game time decision. I don't know if he suits up tonight. Tyrese Maxey is a game time decision. I don't know if he suits up tonight. Last time I thought Devin Booker was gonna suit up, they did the last minute thing to me, and they sat him down. So who knows if they sit one of these or both of these players down? If they sit one or both down, I just don't see Philadelphia to cover to pull through. The Pacers are on a 2-game winning streak right now. I think they keep that up tonight. I think they cover tonight. I think the Pacers actually cover tonight, and I think the game does go over. That's my analysis on the game. The Pacers cover tonight. They on a 2-game winning streak, and I think they keep it up tonight. Tyrese Maxey on game time decision. Joel Embiid on game time decision. Like I said, I don't know who shoots up. But if Maxey shoots up, I definitely like him for 30 points tonight. That is one of my player props. If Maxey shoots up, you can definitely take him for 30 points tonight. And Sakiao, Pascal, I like him for a double double. I like Pascal for a double double tonight. Somebody got to step up over there, especially New Smith is he's gonna be out tonight for Indiana. So yeah, Pascal definitely has to step up a little more. So I like him for a double double today, and I like the Pacers to cover.
All right, next game. Chicago Bulls versus Charlotte Hornets. Bulls -3. Over under set at 229.5. Uh, this game right here.
You
Let's
see, I'm just
start
shaking
with
my head.
Chicago has been probably, to me, in my opinion, the biggest disappointment in the NBA this year.
They've been my
Um,
biggest disappointment. I can tell you that one.
as of late, just like bad performances left and right. Um, Losing 7 straight and 8 out of 10. Also losing
Yes,
to the Hornets already during this losing streak that they're currently on. And the Hornets are 3-7 in their last 10, so both teams are in terrible form.
terrible,
Um, I do think the Bulls are the more talented team, but this team just isn't winning games. So in a high scoring matchup, a game likely to have no defense at all. Um, my official pick will have to be the over 229.5 in this matchup. That's what I feel most confident in. I don't see no defense being played by either team. I don't think they really too much know how. That's my opinion. Also, I don't think the Charlotte Hornets have LaMelo Ball tonight. So unfortunately, I will lean towards the Bulls money line. No, I'm not betting it. I'm betting the over. I'm not betting money line, but I lean towards them to win this game. If the Charlotte Hornets don't have LaMelo Ball, I think it'd probably be hard for them to win. As far as player props, I do see Josh Giddey getting a double double today, and also I like Kobe White for 20 points if he suits up. It looks like he's going to suit up or give it a chance. So, but that's fire. That's what I have for that game. On the official play, over 229.5. And I lean Bulls money line, but I won't be betting it. Props I like Josh Giddey, double double, Kobe White 20 points. That's what I got for this game. What about you, Trav?
um, as far as me and what I like, I don't, I don't know, man. The Bulls, like I said, man, the Bulls probably have been the biggest disappointment for me this season. They started out to a good track record, and then I don't know what the hell happened. You want to be technical? I don't know what happened. So they kind of they I don't know what they got going on. They scare me. If LaMelo shoots up, I'm definitely taking the Hornets plus the points today. Especially the Hornets lead this series already one to nothing. You know, they already beat them 123 to 116. That was in Charlotte. We back in Charlotte. The Bulls is on the road. Like, I can't trust. I don't know what Giddy. I respect y'all. I mess with y'all. Y'all one of my teams, but y'all got to get it together over there, man. I don't know what y'all got going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't, man. They've been some of the biggest disappointments for me this season. I lost a pretty penny on them already this season, so I won't be betting on them today. Believe that. I definitely won't. I won't be betting on this game, period. But if I did, I will be going with the Hornets plus the points for real. And I like the over. I like the over 230. They went over 230 the first time. I think they do it again. Nobody's gonna play defense in this game yet again. We have two teams that don't like to play defense that could barely score, but they gonna score because nobody plays defense.
Mm. All right, that's it for that game. Next game, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Utah Jazz versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Over under set at 242.5. Spread at -7 for the Grizzlies. simply in this game, short, sweet, simple. The Memphis Grizzlies surprisingly is the better team playing better basketball. And I know that's a little crazy to say that Memphis, at the current state that they in, are the better team and are playing better basketball, which means Utah is that much of a dumpster fire. So, this team over the last couple years, everybody know you never bet Utah on the road. Over the last couple years, that has been an automatic fade, and whoever did that made a nice amount of money doing it. I don't think that is going to change here in this game. I think Memphis, at its current state, with everything that they're going on, still can come in here and boat race Utah. Utah can come in here and struggle, not be able to score. I love the under 242 and a half in this game. I just think it's going to be a more of a one-sided game. I think Memphis is going to show up at home no matter who's on the floor. Also, there is the possibility of Ja Morant playing tonight, and if Ja Morant plays tonight, that just makes it a little better. But even without Ja Morant, I think the Grizzlies win this game very easily. So I'm going to take the Grizzlies minus 7.5, and I will be on the under 242 and a half in this game. I will not be betting any player props this game, so my two official picks will be the under 242 and a half and the Grizzlies minus 7.5. That's all I have for this game. What you got for this game?
Um, like you said, man, I definitely agree with you on this one. Jazz are just they horrible. No, you know what I'm saying? And if you can't take them, the only time you really take them is to cover at home with certain teams. You definitely fade them forever on the road, and that's what we doing today. We fade in the Jazz today. I definitely like the Grizzlies, especially if John Morant suits up. He definitely is a game time decision today. So even if he doesn't play, I just think McDaniels and everybody else over there holds it down. But if John Morant plays, they go stupid, dumb, brazy today. Yeah, and they probably beat the Jazz by double digits today, man. You know, out of the last 10 games, they won three. You know, out of the Grizzlies' last 10 games, they won seven. They lost three. Like it's flip flop. Yeah, I'm taking the Grizzlies today. Absolutely. Minus the points.
Fire over under.
I gotta go with the under on this. The Jazz can't just score enough points for me. I don't see them scoring enough points for me.
I believe
Even if the Grizzlies, yeah, keep up and they score 130, like the Jazz might have like 97.
that. All right. So any props in that game you like, or
Um, Truth be told, only props I would like is John Morant for 20, 30 points today. And I don't know how to say my boy name over on Utah. I call him Marksman.
Lori marketing?
Yeah, yeah, I call him marksman. You know what I'm saying? Depending on he has good games and from time to time he can actually get out there and shoot like a marksman. So I like him for 20 points. Other than that, no. I don't like nobody else. I'm staying away from this Utah team, period,
Okay.
as a whole.
We got next game. We got the Brooklyn Nets versus the Dallas Mavericks. The Nets +8. Over under at 221 and a half. This season has been what I expected it to be for the Brooklyn Nets. You know, not a very talented team over there. You know, and when you have Michael Porter Jr. leading your team, you know that shows where your team is at. And Dallas coming off of the stupidest trade that any team ever made in the history of the NBA, getting rid of Luka Doncic. We expected them to not be very good this year either. But surprisingly, they're in their best stretch of the season as of right now, winning 4 of the last 5 and covering 5 of the last 7. And the Nets is not a good team, so I do understand that. But I can see the Nets getting a backdoor cover here. I'm not willing to lay, 3 buckets with the Dallas Mavericks, whether home away. if Anthony Davis gonna play or he gonna be on the side with crutches, neither one matters to me. I'm just not never laying that much with Dallas Mavericks. So, I'll lean towards the Nets +8. No, I didn't bet it, but I'll lean there. As far as the total in this game, I could just I just don't see neither one of these teams scoring over 110. I think we'll be looking at a two possession game, maybe 100 to 96 point win, 4 point win
Mm.
for the Mavericks, something like that. So I'll be in favor of the under here. You know, the Nets under hitting their game about 80%. And Dallas, they're known at home for having under games. So, like, yeah, official bet, I'll be on the under 225.5 in this game. As a lean, I'll lean towards the Nets +8, but I won't be betting it. And as far as player props, I like Ant Davis to get over his points and rebounds total today. And I like Michael Porter Jr. to get over 4 assists. Those are the only two props that I like in this game. So that's all I have for this game, ladies and gentlemen. What you got for this game, brother?
Man, you want to talk about a horrible slate of games? I mean, just with the man, the last two teams, and then we got to discuss these two teams. Like, okay, truth be told, my official analysis on this game, like you said, the Mavs laying 8.5 on anybody. I don't care if you home or away. You just don't have the talent there. AD is not nice enough. I'm sorry, the man scored 2 points the other day. Like, and this is who you bet. Yeah, you got to do better. Yeah, I think I could assemble a team, a Girl Scout team that can play as good as the Mavericks is playing right now. So to lay 8.5 points, yeah, I disagree. I definitely would have to go with Brooklyn if I was betting, but I'm not betting this game, people. Remember that. I am not betting this game. But if I was, I would definitely be going to Brooklyn Nets plus the points. And I like the over. I like the over. Some telling me just like nobody's like we said, these two teams that can barely score, but when they do score, nobody's gonna play defense. Who? Cam Thomas is out. He's probably gonna be the only one that would have played kind of a little defense on the whole floor. Yeah, I'm good.
Me personally, I just think, again, with both of these two teams and watching these games, watching these two teams play, these teams go through periods in the game where they have a tough time scoring. And expect both teams to do that. So that's why I'm in favor of the under. I really like the under in that game. So, we'll see how it come out. That's another battle for the record. We recap it tomorrow. You know how we do here on the show.
Absolutely.
So, okay, now let's get to this last and final game. We got the Minnesota Timberwolves on the road going to see the light skinned man and Golden State. Warriors -1.5, over under set at 230.5. I can't sit here and act like everybody in the world don't know. I'm on the Warriors tonight. With Steph Curry back, the Warriors as a team, when they're rested, is very dangerous. Even without Draymond Green in this game, the Warriors are very dangerous in this game. When they're rested, they won the last 9 out of 10 games. And the Minnesota Timberwolves won 4 straight games in this matchup. So tonight, uh, over a quadruple revenge game for the Golden State Warriors with Steph Curry coming back to make a statement. Yeah, I can see the Warriors actually handling business. So I'm definitely going to be on the Warriors minus the 1.5. I think they win this game by 3 to 4 possessions. Also, I like the over in this game. I like a lot of points to be scored. I'm expecting more of like a 122, 114 game. That's how I see it here. Two player props I will be betting. I will be betting Stephen Curry over his 4.5 assists. I think he's sneaky good for that. And also, I like Jimmy Butler for 20 points, and I like Jimmy Butler for 6 rebounds. So actually, 3 plots. I think without Draymond, he'll step up and get some rebounds. I think Jimmy Butler come away with 6 of them and scoring 20 points against the Timberwolves. He don't really like the Timberwolves ever since when he used to, So I like those props. I like the Warriors tonight. I think they come here and handle business. I like the over. So that's what I got for that game. That concludes that game. What you got going on over there?
Jimmy don't like the Timberwolves since what?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I like the Warriors tonight, man. I definitely like the Warriors. I like Cook Curry in them tonight, man. Just the Warriors at Chase Bank go crazy. Everybody knows, like, this is their home, this is their arena. Chase Bank is where they do their thing at. I like them tonight. They on a 2-game winning streak. Tonight makes it the third, I believe. You see what I'm saying? Even with Mike Conley out, excuse me, even with Draymond Green out for the Warriors and Al Horford out, you see what I'm saying? I believe they still get it done. You Ant-Man is game time decision for Minnesota, and Mike Conley is out for Minnesota. So excuse me on that. I don't know if Ant-Man suits up. Most likely he does, but I don't care about if he suits up or not. That's one player over there. Like,
Mhm.
you don't have enough. Not at Chase Bank, not with Curry, and definitely not with the couple little pieces they done added on over there. And with them being home, I just like the Warriors tonight extra. I got Ant-Man for 25 points. I got Curry for 25 points as player props tonight. I got Jimmy Butler for 20 points tonight. And I got Randall for over 6 assists.
Okay.
Those are my player props for those games. I like the Warriors, and I definitely like the over.
All right, and okay. So I wanted to on the show. It has been requested for, so I want to give the people what they want. As well as like, comment, subscribe, support us. Every day we're gonna get a video out. We're working on getting the videos out a little earlier. Stay tuned. We're gonna get everything together over here. I wanna give out our best bets for tonight. So I wanna give the people my 2 best bets for the night, and also want you to give them your 2 best bets for the night before we get out of here.
Okay.
You can go ahead and give them yours first, and then I'll.
Okay, my best bets for the night. Detroit Pistons money line. Detroit Pistons money line. We going Detroit Pistons money line as my first one. My second bet, my second bet would be the Pacers to cover. The Pacers to cover tonight.
Okay.
Those are
Okay.
my two best bets.
Okay. Best best for me. I'm going to take the Atlanta Hawks +7 against the Detroit Pistons. Uh, I don't know what's going on over there, but I don't think the Pistons is blowing these boys out. I think these young boys are going to come in here, show some fight, and do what they got to do, and keep this game respectable. Also, second best bet, I'm going to go with the Golden State Warriors -1.5. I said I think they handle business tonight. Minnesota Timberwolves on the road. Fate and them sign me up. I'm trying to be first on that list. 10 times out of 10. So best for me. Hawks +7. Golden State -1.5. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching the show. Peace out.
Peace.